Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record with you. My job. I know my job. I know my situation. I want to fight. But it's gonna be worth it. For ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Boxing Voice. We have some breaking news. We have a WBC welterweight champion and a WBO junior welterweight champion missing weight. Ron will give you the details when he come along, but let's go and send it to Ron, man. What's going on, big dog?
What's going on, man? We're just gonna skip the little intros because we don't know if these guys might make weight in a few minutes. So we just wanted to kind of bring you some fast news. Shawn Porter, he came in about 1.8 over the limit at the time. I think it was about an hour ago. So he has a 2-hour deadline to be enforced to make the weight. Now Maurice Hooker, even though that he missed weight and he missed the weight by 0.5. Everyone's been saying that he looked actually terrible going to the weigh-in. They said that prior to his weigh-in, he was at like 5 pounds overweight. So he was cutting significant amount of weight in a short amount of time. I don't know what happened with that weight cut. But he, at this point, you can see in the picture we have, had to get the towel out. Shawn Porter didn't get the towel out. And, it's concerning because these guys will obviously be stripped of their title if they don't make weight. I haven't heard of Shawn Porter missing weight, and then seeing the fact that, they probably have a system to maybe break them down. Maybe it was a scale issue. I haven't got any word. But the Maurice Hooker one sounds very concerning because you don't lose 5 pounds in like 2 hours. And I think that 0.5 is probably going to be hell for him. That might be it if he can't get that.
Let's stick on Shawn Porter real quick. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Shawn Porter has not competed in any other division, but welterweight as a professional.
What was the question?
Shawn Porter never competed in any other division but welterweight as a professional.
No, I think he started out pretty heavy. I think he started out at like 154 and stuff around like the bigger weight class.
Okay.
Let me pull up his box rec. And then
He's been there
eventually,
for a while now. Man. I was just gonna say he's been at welterweight for a while and coming in
165 and a half is when he started his career, and then he flirted around 158. It wasn't until he fought Ray Robinson that he started to get acclimated around that weight, I guess. Oh shit, no, he weighed 148 and a half at that. So it wasn't even until Hector Munoz. So yeah, he has.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's definitely a big guy. Sparred fought Jacobs, fought Usyk in the amateur. So we all know Shawn Porter is definitely a big guy. And maybe it's just coming in 2 pounds on fight day when you got to weigh in. That's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But he has 2 hours to make the weight. And I really hope that he's able to make the weight because you'll be kind of mad if you win tomorrow night and you can't be awarded the belt because you missed weight. The belt is still vacant, so that's definitely maybe an added motivation for him.
I mean, it would be a shame because we know Shawn Porter's story. He went through the journey, got the IBF, he lost to Kell Brook, then he worked his way, fought Keith Thurman, lost a very close decision to get to WBA, then went to the WBC, kind of got jerked around a little bit, eventually got the opportunity, fought Danny Garcia, just won the WBC, first title defense, having weight problems. And at this point, he's probably a hot commodity for the welterweight division because he has the belt. I feel that if he loses the belt, it's going to be tough for him to get the Keith Thurman fights, the Errol Spence fights, the Manny Pacquiao fights, the Terrence Crawford fights, because he would be beltless if he loses it. Similar like with Maurice Hooker. I mean, granted, Dazn invested money in him. He has a belt. He had 2 great, amazing performances as an underdog last year, winning the belt and defending the belt. It'd be a shame.
What was that tweet from the people that tweeted out about Maurice Hooker? If you could go ahead and, well, I don't know if you could screen share it or not, but I
You
want to
talking
know
about
what.
like the
Yeah,
big
like the
weight?
actual like he looked dead during the daytime or something like that. Is that
Yeah,
what?
there's reports like you can see, like Chris Mannix was saying Maurice Hooker, who looked terrible all day, weighs at 140.5 on the first try, has to lose that half pound for his title. They were saying that in addition to that, he was 5 pounds, I guess, overweight. Mike Coppinger put out Maurice Hooker, based off sources, was approximately 5 pounds overweight 2 hours ago for his scheduled title defense against Mikel Lespierre. He's stepping on the scale soon, and then that's what led to him missing that by 0.5. So that
That's,
0.5 is probably the exhaust point.
that's definitely a cause for concern, man. I know the WBC is going to start a rule sometime this year about the weight cutting issue. You got to be fighting, or you can't gain more than like 10% of your body weight. Well, the can't gain more than 10% of the body weight in the division you fight. So hopefully they can get this thing figured out. And these guys just put their bodies through too much, man, and losing 2 pounds or 0.5 pounds is still gonna be tough. Like looking at Maurice Hooker, he's not like overly short. You know what I'm saying? He's a big, tall guy for 140. So I know making 140 from him is probably rather tough. And maybe it's time to move up for both guys.
And I think at this point, usually, like let's say for Javante Tank Davis, he missed weight in the last one. Everyone's like, oh, very concerned, right? In a matter of, I think, a decent amount of time, he came back and made weight. Right now, it's been about an hour from when it was reported from Shawn
I
Porter.
wasn't
So
really
now,
that concerned about Tank because man, he's tiny. You know, it's no disrespect to Tank, but he's like he ain't that big. But looking at Maurice Hooker, like looking at his frame, looking at the length, looking at the
you
height,
don't
like
you don't think
140.
Tank is big for his weight class, though?
I mean, I think he's like what the name says, a tank. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. He just man, he's every fight he's in, like he's always the like the smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? No, and again, no disrespect to Tank, but looking at Shawn Porter and looking at Hooker, you can tell that these guys are actually squeezing down to make that division. And I don't know, man. I just think something's going to have to be done about it sooner or later. And I just hate to see a champion lose his belt on the scales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just going like to continue what I was saying about like, it's been an hour. Usually like if it's not that bad for them, they come back and it's like they're good. I feel like they're gonna have to take the full amount of time to just make sure they carefully get this right because they understand 1.8 is I don't know, 1.8, I'm not a doctor, but that sounds like a lot of weight. And then Maurice
I
Hooker's
mean, for 2 hours, 1.8
yeah.
pounds is definitely going to be a lot of weight. He's going to have to put a high suit on and start hitting that treadmill. And I'm just saying, man, even if he does make 147, what kind of effects is that going to have on his body tomorrow? It may fuck around and go ahead and bet that Ugas by decision, you know what I'm saying, real quick.
Yeah, I mean, you might have to put a little money on Ugas, and when you see the face off, Ugas is a tall ass motherfucker. So,
And Ugas is
um,
big too. It's not like Ugas is a small guy. Ugas is fucking ripped. Looks like he's definitely in shape. Definitely not out of shape. So him having this extra time and extra time, like right now he's probably eating somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Listening or like watching this news. So he's definitely gonna be in a better mind frame and maybe even in a better physical condition than Shawn Porter.
and just to remind, and just to let everyone know who's just coming in right now, Shawn Porter missed by 1.8, and then Maurice Hooker he missed by a 0.5. But the reports are saying that prior to his weigh-in, I think 2 hours before his weigh-in, he weighed about like 145, meaning that he cut down 4.5 pounds at that time frame. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why he was that heavy at that point, but they're saying that he looked terrible all day. So I think he's in a very severe weight cut problem. And they're saying he looks extremely dehydrated. So they pulled the towel out for him.
Well, yeah, man, that's about it. We just wanted to bring you guys a quick little breaking news segment. Hopefully, both guys can get back on the scale and make their way. But if you're coming in right now in the chat and you're listening right now on YouTube, go ahead and do us a favor and smash that thumbs up button. Me and Ron been working all day. We had almost a 2.5 hour show this morning. Then we had another 2 hour show with Deontay Wilder. Then we did a live fight chat for Anthony Yard. And now we bring you this right here, and
You
I
did a
might be
betting
back.
show, right?
Yeah, definitely did a betting show, but it was Patreon, so it's like
Hey, it all look nonstop. Look, we appreciate you guys coming here from the US and the UK. Um, Obviously, keep your eyes on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, to see if these guys make weight. Wish them the best. You know, of course, you never want to see a champion lose it this way, and it'd be terrible the fact that if they win their fight and they don't have a belt, I mean, it's 2 vacant belts to grab. So,
yeah. And
um,
I wasn't gonna do a recap tonight, but all this shit that's coming out with Triple G and Wilder and missing weight. I mean, the fights and yard. I might do a little recap tonight, man. Who knows? If this video gets up to 200 likes, I'll do a video by 5 o'clock. Scheduled for about 10:30. So if you guys like what you're hearing, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. Ron G.
Yep, you can find me at Ron G FIQ. And look, if you guys like to have like boxing shows consistently, like all day at any time, when you just go to YouTube, you can support us by either Patreon or hitting the likes button. Anything, you know, underneath the description box helps us. So at this point, you can have like a boxing channel, you know what I mean? So me and Mike, we can always put shows on. We got people out. Jack, the truth, is out at the Anthony Yard fight right now, getting footage and interviews. So we want to be consistent. So appreciate you guys supporting us. That's it.
Yes, sir. Until next time. Peace out.